Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It is me, Duke CT, live here on this new little platform, Restream Studio. And I thought I would have to do other things. I had to thought about doing all the other stuff, like um, I going to using StreamYard, and I still like StreamYard, but this here, I just discovered this studio with Restream. I'm like, wow, this looks like you can get this, and also other, this is my Twitch debut as well, which is amazing. So yeah, this is not just here, but also on Twitch and YouTube on the Duke CT live stream channel. Haven't been here in a while, so I hopefully, this will be the beginning of me doing more stuff here using the Dukect Lounge like this, and also hopefully live streaming again. I'm gonna finish up the spiral stuff hopefully soon. My hope is I'm gonna do that back on Friday and everything else. Okay, let me just change this here. I'm not doing any with those raids. Get that out of here. Let's see. All right. Doing a little bit of live streaming. Yes, of course. But we know what we're going to talk about. We're going to be talking about, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to use the talking about. We're going to be talking about. Oh, DCU is in trouble. Oh Lord, everybody's talking about it, and a lot of things are big things out here. People say, "Oh my gosh, it's cancellation." Let me just put this here from get this thing out of here. Polygon is talking about this. We can share this thing. If I can share the screen. Da, da, da. Well, here it is. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Yes. Right here. Two more DC shows just got canceled. James Gunn's DCU continues to struggle. And you see, like here, let's look at the stuff here. Is Waller and Themyscira set Paradise Life are both dead. This comes up news broke last month that the Booster Gold show was no longer moving forward. This comes back. He said he was going to do this whole first chapter, Gods and Monsters. It includes Superman, Supergirl, Lanterns, Amanda Waller, and the Creature Commandos. Creature Commandos came out. I thought that was good. Superman was really good. Supergirl, Peacemaker was good too. Supergirl, I liked, but there were issues. I think you should have done a movie based on 30-second cameo. You should have built up Wonder Woman, but that's just say. But yeah, it's been a while, and now these things are not doing here, and a lot of people are worried, and I get it, because people are worried about this whole situation, this huge mess, as it were. And right now, I get it, and like I said, this is a mess, but it's a mess of proportions. So like people are like, oh, they're worried. I'm not worried at all. One, let me just say this. Let me see if James Gunn also. Let me just see if I can find the stuff here. Mm-hmm. Let's see. There we are. Come on. Replies. All right. Let's see. Um, let's see. Let's see if I can find it. I don't see it. Let's see. They're in development. Yada yada yada. Let's see. James Stewart. Let's talk about that. It looks like let me just see if I can share this one. Let's look. Says any up to the Waller series, but yet there supposedly was fake sources. I think they are going to try to do the Waller stuff, and these things are on the back burner right now, which I think is good because I think that the reason why they are in the back burner, maybe because of the Supergirl thing, and I think that was the main issue. However, I think also people seem to forget. Let me just put this up here. The DC. Let me just put this up here. People seem to forget about this. Let's see. The Paramount Skydance, $111 billion of deal and such. Remember, by the way, some people say it's dead, but remember, last month, I think a couple months ago, the Justice Department approves Paramount's acquisition of Warner Brothers. This is Politico. They signed off of the 111 billion acquisition of Warner Brothers. They kept moving it forward. It says decision announced on Friday paves the way for Paramount to combine with the entertainment media company behind the vast film and TV studio, CNN, the HBO Max streaming service, and all these other things. But just go back here. But let's see. Here it is. But then 3 weeks ago, here it is from some CNBC. Paramount agrees to delay Warner Brothers acquisition to as late as June of next year amid legal challenge. Paramount Skydance has agreed to delay its proposition acquisition of Warner Brothers Discovery as late as 2027. Retreating said it was completed the transition by the end of September, and there's facing a lawsuit from a group of state attorney generals who have said raised antitrust concerns. And this was 3 weeks ago. It says agreed to delay its proposed acquisition of Warner Bros. Discovery as late as June 2027 next year. A multi-month delay that will ultimately raise the deal price as the tie-up faces a legal challenge. Last week, a group of state attorneys led by California's Rob Bonta sued to block the deal over antitrust concerns. On Monday, a judge reviewing this case issued a temporary restraining order, delivering a near-term delay. Paramount have repeatedly said it intended to complete the transaction by the end of September. The agreement announced Friday said Paramount won't complete its acquisition until the court rules on the state claims or until June 1st, 2027, whatever comes first. In a statement Friday, Paramount called the agreement a significant win. The result is exactly what we sought from the outset, a direct path to a trial based on evidence, the fastest and clearest way to prove that this transition is good for competition, good for consumers, and good for creators. A conclusion dozens of competition authorities and around the world have already reached. The company said plaintiffs' market definitions bear no relationship to the realities of today's marketplace and cannot withstand scrutiny. We look forward to proving our case in trial. Oh, what's up? What's up? Wrestling. Shout out to him. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so let me just see where we are. There it is. Okay, they were doing this 3 weeks ago. Okay, let me stop the sharing here. We'll go back here. Let me see if it's actually more recent news and such. I like my Brave browser, but sometimes it's a little slow on the news, like 2 or 3 weeks or what have you. Let's see. Let's see if I can. There's a couple of news stories here. Post and let's see. Yada. The deals of Paramount. And let's see. All right, I got this part. Let me look at this one here. All right, let's see. Share the screen. And boom. There's a story right here. Paramount keeping CNN sale on the table in an attempt to resolve the lawsuit over the Warner Brothers deal. This was yesterday. Paramount Skydance is keeping all options, including possible sale to CNN, on the table to resolve California's antitrust suit challenging its $110 billion acquisition of Warner Bros. Discovery, the company chief legal officer said. Speaking of Politico's California agenda conference on Tuesday, Makin Delrim also became the first Paramount executive to publicly acknowledge the LA-based company may leave California after recent reports cited unnamed source about a potential relocation. So they say they might quit the state as well because of this, because of all what's going on with the California stuff. But I mean, let's be honest, a lot of these Hollywood studios don't really live in Hollywood anymore. They move around in Toronto or London. I think most people, the South, I mean, Georgia has gotten a huge, big, film type of stuff there too. So they're looking to move this thing as well. But also, like I said, this thing, David Ellison is Ral is already bad at Hollywood because he's going to leave, and now the Hollywood stuff is this is this story here is this already hurt LA because one COVID, the strikes, and a lot of things are hurting this situation that LA has at this point because they might if Paramount leaves and they take Warner Brothers with it, and what does Hollywood have at this point? I mean, Disney has all this other stuff, so you can't depend on one studio. So I think this might be acquiescence, and I would not be surprised if this whole thing collapsed in itself. And why are you talking about this? Well, I'm talking about this because that Paramount deal and Warner Brothers, a lot of things are hinging on this. A lot like, okay, does the money men, the money people are concentrated so much at this that I don't think anything can get done. It's a drip. There's a little bit of a drip, 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 drip of a lot of this knowledge and dripping of all this type of stuff. There's nothing that is. There is absolutely nothing that these things can do. Oh, what's up, Great Kuma? How you doing? Hope everything is going well. That sort of stuff. But like I said, and hopefully if people out there are listening, hopefully you're having a good time. I believe, my personal belief is that the connection to DCU is that they want to release these projects, but until the money men can okay, we got this situation. We need to get this whole thing done. We need to get this stuff done, and this whole deal before we can move on with our stuff. And I think that's what it is. And I think that's what James Gunn's being frustrated. He's doing the movies, but now he has to do all this stuff. So I think until this deal is done, DCU is going to be very slow and manageable and such. But I'm having hope, positivity, and the old, like the old turtle would say, slow and steady wins the race, and I think they're gonna finally get this stuff done. And when it does, or personally, I think the deal doesn't get done because they're gonna run out of money paying Warner Brothers like $7 billion or whatever to keep this thing up. Sorry. I honestly think Netflix. No, I think Comcast is gonna swoop in, get a better deal, and they just you already dumped Universal. I think they're gonna say, hey, let's just get another thing and help them out because Peacock's not working anymore. So I think they're gonna go and use HBO Max to do that. But that's my personal thing. That a lot of these companies are waiting until this whole thing bottoms out because I don't think Paramount has they have a lot of masters they need to fulfill because they're looking at Saudis. They look, a lot. It's the same like the EA deal because they're doing all this stuff. It's not like let's see, who bought? Let's see, make sure I get this right. I want to get this right. Want to make sure. Let's see. Here it is. Let's see. The Electronic Arts was acquired by a consortium consisting of the Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund, private equity firm Silver Lake, and Jared Kushner's investment firm Affinity Partners in a $55 billion deal that took the video game giant private. So they really are trying. And this is again, this is recent too. That EA bought this stuff. Is they're going to be private, and who knows? It can't get any worse. But yeah, that's you know, I think that Saudis and everything else, and the reason why Saudis are buying this stuff is to improve their image, and you know, it hasn't worked in golf. I don't know. The wrestling thing has came out too. Maybe it's worked in WWE a bit. Maybe. Let's see. The boxing has worked, and they are trying so hard to increase tourism, increase their status with entertainment. They are willing to buy themselves. They are willing to take parts of Americana to basically improve their stock, no matter how much it might bankrupt them in the end. They are just trying to find any type of way of soft power to just distract from the things they have done. But that's just my personal thing. If you need something, have it out in the comments. I want to hear what you thought about this in the comment section, chat, and everything else. I don't know if I'm going to do calls anytime soon. If you want to get a call, I will just type the number 1, and I will send you a link to get into this nice little studio here. All right. So that's what we're going to be doing in the future. If you want to have a talk to this situation and talk about the other subjects, press 1 in the chat and to see if you want to come into the Dukect Lounge. And but yeah, until then, just hopefully sit back and relax and listen to some music. That's right. We're gonna listen to some more OC remix music. And then after that, we're gonna talk about another subject that's been coming in. The WWE and WWE and the lack of the pushes and people being stagnant. I'll talk about AEW stuff as well. The stagnation of going to these the events and everything. Everything is still the stagnation, and we'll talk about that here tonight on the lounge. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be right back right after this. All right, we are back live, ladies and gentlemen, and let's see if I can get this right, and hopefully everything looks good. Make sure get this back here. There we are. I had a little, that was a little bit of a technical thing. Oh, well, I see the thing here. Let me just put the link. Let me see if I can get the link to the stuff here. I'm gonna send it to the chat. Let's see. Oh, what the heck? Screw it. Okay, there you go. Put the link there for Wrestling Races. We want to get on this thing here. And let's see. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Oh, we're back. All right. Let's see if it works. We've got a little bit of weirdness here. Okay. Let's see. See if I can get this. I want to make sure I get this right. My first time using this, so hopefully I am doing this right, and hopefully I am. See if we got the link. Let's see. Okay. Hopefully everything's here. The link's up there, right there, and then right there in the chat. And hope you can click it because I got some stuff I want to say about what's WWE and everything else. I want to talk about stagnation. There's in WWE, it feels there's a lot of stagnation in the world of wrestling today. And the reason why I think that there's stagnation and seeing how hopefully did you see the link? If you want to click it, just click the link and I think that's gonna be here. See, hopefully you got in. I want to make sure you got in. See. Other one participation stuff here. Okay, good. I want to make sure I got everything right. Just by the way, like I said, if you want to join in, come in. The link right there is in the chat room. You can click the link and you can join me, Dukect in the lounge. So, all right, let's just sit back and I'm waiting for the guests. But let's get back to the point of WWE, AEW, wrestling on the mainstream. It seems there's a lot of stagnation. And the stagnation, I think, comes from the top, and it's because the rosters are too. I think the problem with I think WAW, the rosters are too big. They're way too damn big. They are. They're just over bloated with so much talent that the ones that you can really believe, oh, they can really do good, they don't have time to really cook or have any time with their characters or anything else. There's no time to build up anything for these characters. There's no time to actually do anything with these type of, just there's no time to really build up. I mean, I would look at WE, the top one. WE is the king, but they have what? How many programs under their roster? How many programs do they have? They have, let's see, Evolve. They have the partnership with TNA. They have AAA in Mexico. They have NXT and Raw and SmackDown. And then you have a main event there, but no one watches that. And you have a premium live event every other month. So when you have, like, for example, Dominic Mysterio, he is a AAA mega champion. He is booked differently in AAA. He is the King of Lucha. He is like a tweener face or what have you. And he feels like you could really feel that he's like he has that importance to him in AAA. In Monday Night Raw, WE in the main show, he feels like a complete fraud. He doesn't carry himself. He's like a goofball. He's just like, gosh, why should I can't take you seriously. I can't take that man seriously. And he was in a pole match or a human money match. What are you doing? And I'm going to start about El Grande Americano. They had a whole stipulation like AAA, you can't physically touch each other. So what they do, they book a 6-man tag in Monday Night Raw like a week later, and that crowd did not care. That crowd did not care at all with that 6-man tag. Um, that is the one thing that has, um, you know, that's the one thing I am, the one thing I just, um, that's the thing I really, um, that really is the whole frustrating part is that they're so big. WWE is the world to WWE, the universe to WWE is so big and vast. And I said this on this podcast and other podcasts as well. The WWE is the main prime Earth. NXT is Earth 2. AAA is Earth 3. Evolve is Earth. Oh, I think this is someone else. I think this is HBK here. Let's see if I can add him. All right, let's see. Okay. All right. Okay. There we are. Hey, the host of Wrestling Racism. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Let's see. Can't hear the mic. I don't know what's going on. The mic. So yeah, I can't hear you, man. Get that. Your microphone is need to get that microphone up. I'm trying to raise your stuff up in the studio. Sorry. Uh, anyway, getting back to the point. When you have this much talent, and then you say, okay, maybe you need to push them in the main event. Maybe that's the problem. Here's the thing, kids. I think AEW, WWE, and all this, their main event is locked down for a while. WWE's bad, man. SmackDown, it's Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens. Let's see, Gunther. Uh, it's locked down for at least until WrestleMania, if not soon, and such. There's nowhere you can go in that WWE. You are stuck there. And meanwhile, Raw, you have Roman Reigns, who's still stuck in the bloodline vortex. You got the Judgment Day vortex. They sit there and they don't really do anything with these the wrestlers and such. They don't do anything with these type of characters. These characters have a way. They just suck. They just feel like it's a reverse background. Hell, Solo had some potential. He is getting the crowd on his side. They really are doing that whole when he does that warning shot. Man, heck, he's having fun. He's actually having fun. He looks like, wow, he has this personality. He looks great. And what did they do? Oh, he lost to Jey Uso. Who I don't know what. This is the problem with both WWE and AEW. They're mega heel groups that come out as faces, then heels and faces. When's the last time we actually had a villainous dude? Everyone's just toothless and just mediocre and sad. Like the Bloodline's supposed to be baby faces, right? No, they're heels. In fact, the 6-man, it just confused me. Jacob people they don't like the Uso. The Usos bad, but they yeet. So okay, then Solo and Royce Keys and LA Knight, their cheers. They finally got cheers like a couple weeks ago. It's all confusing. It's confusing, and it's like they're cheating and everything else. And I'm like, oh, that's a villainous stuff. But the crowd is cheering and yeeting. It's a weird thing in W. It's just weird. That type of incoherence that doesn't really do anything. It's incoherent. Same with the Death Riders. They're incoherent. Incoherent. That is the problem. One of the main problems is incoherence with the characters, which Paul Levesque, who needs this. I'm sorry, man. I mean, it's getting to the point that I think there needs to be a shakeup, and not just him. I'm talking everybody, everybody in that locker room and the writings room. Get some young people in there. Do something. It is embarrassing. Embarrassing. And I'm looking at just on Discord, and one of my friends, Tara, just looked at. We're having a conversation that clip of the lanterns, and I asked the question: is there any good parents anyone in DC and Marvel? She said Superman, Wonder Woman, Damon, maybe the Flash. I'm like, and I said Superman's parent when the OG parents blew up. So I'm like, no, okay, he gets other parents, but I still make that point. That don't count. Maybe that does, but he says, parents you never can remember. So it's like, you're like, yeah, it's a wash. And some continuities, he's literally conceived and born after Krypton. So I'm like, yeah. But then she looks at the clip, and I'm like, John Stewart's dad. By the way, the lanterns and such. By the way, it looks good. But yeah, John Stewart's dad, like, point the gun at his son with the apple on the head. He's like, yeah. It was like that type of like craziness. And by the way, that is that's in the comics too, I believe. Yeah, John Stewart did not have had a good childhood. But yeah, that's anyway. Back to the point. Speaking of things that are just but that's okay. Hey, that's fine. Technology is weird and it's crazy, and we're trying to do the best we can. So that's all right, man. Anyway, but back to that point. Back to something that was not interesting. The WE and main event. It's just there's a lot of old folk there, and now you have the AAA stuff. Is like fine. Penta wins it. I don't care, and it's not really going to do anything that builds up to AAA. And the reason why they're doing this in Mexico City and everything else is get the AAA TV deal in the US, which is I'm like fine, but here's the issue. The WE's like TV deals have not gone well for the past. If you look at the trend in WE's and such, they lost the Fox deal. They had to go back to USA, and they're flipping and flopping with 2 hours and 3 hours and everything else. Netflix is not happy with them because they're like, "Oh, we need to really do something with this." They're not pleased. And then you have Disney, who are like, "We are not liking this ESPN deal. They don't like that ESPN deal," and I'm like, "Who can blame them?" It's been a yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's the point of this whole thing is that there's no consistency in the problems of WE. You look at Braun Breaker; he's been on the treadmill since. I am be honest; he's been on that treadmill since last year. He has not when he did not get in that battle royal for that vacant world title, at least or what have you. That was the beginning of the end of Braun Breaker. Then he gets hurt. Then he comes back after wrestling him and Gunther. Then he's just like he has that. Why does he need help against Seth Rollins? I hate this. I hate the fact that they have to make him look like. This is why no one likes watching wrestling. They just wait for the interference. They wait for everything else to happen. That's why the crowd mostly sit on their damn hands. He should be like the short. I'm like, all I want him to do is just come like he doesn't do the Frankenstein anymore. I'm like, you're not doing the Frankenstein no more unless you're gonna be doing that over and over again to make sure you don't break your damn neck. I want you to because I think Braun's good, but man, he's a little too reckless in my taste. I mean, honestly, why can't he just beat people up quickly, soundly, and just like, wow, it makes the crowd feel like, wow, this person is that main eventer, and build him up. Instead, he's been stuck in the vision vortex with the social influences, Austin Theory, Maxine Dupree, and Logan Paul, which I think Logan Paul's about to be healed up, so he's like he's going to leave that vision and leave it alone. And then Bronson Reed coming back, I want him to squash both of them, and then you could had the Street Profits in. Meanwhile, where are the Street Profits? They just disappeared and never came back. After they lost the tag team title, they just disappeared. You know? That's just that's what it is, man. That is what it is. So yeah. That's what this whole uh the way of like it's the lack of build. Then you have Oba who wins the tournament for a championship, and then I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna fight Brock again. And that probably hurt him more than not having him win that championship. Why couldn't he just face both Brock? And that would have been such a powerful message. He beats Brock Lesnar. He beats Roman Reigns. He is your new World Heavyweight Champion. And there you go. There you are on your way. You have made a brand new star and you have made a championship potential. You have made someone into something undeniable. That, to me, is one of the most important things. You build your stars. And that's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. But the issue now is when you look at the stuff there is and CM Punk too, which that's SmackDown as well. But yeah, when you look at that, it's just Roman stuck there in the Bloodline facing maybe LA Knight, and then he'll probably beat LA Knight because sure, why not? Have a he just had really a nothing title run. I don't remember any of his really big matches. He had a really good WrestleMania match, but I don't want to have him just sit there and wait till WrestleMania to like, okay, Oba win. But heck, that might not be the case because Rock might show back up and bam, next thing you know, Roman Rock, WrestleMania 43, and Oba goes right back to, and that world title becomes a mid-card act, that's what's going to happen. It's going to be a mid-card, like Oba versus LA Knight, Solo, and I don't know, let's see, Royce Keys or something in a 4-way who gives a crap match. That's WrestleMania for you if Roman Rock happens. That put that down. Anyway, let's see what else. Let's see back to AEW. Very mid. I think the crowd was terrible for the Dynamite stuff, but looking forward to it. Ospreay and Kenny Omega. Okay, fine. Whoever wins that, fine. But who else is next for Ospreay? Who's building them up for Ospreay's next big contender? Kyle again? MJF? No. Andrade? Speedball? Who's next? We all that's the problem. They haven't really built up a murderer's row that destroyed Hangman. That destroys these babyface. That the same thing happened in the first place. You need to have a murderer's row of villains set up for Hangman to slay. You need a murderer's row of villains to set up for Ospreay to take down. Okay, Moxley, fine. You have if he beats Kenny, then you get Moxley. Then who else? Who else is going to be the person there? That's the whole thing. They don't have that, and until there is something there, I'm like really frustrated at this whole situation of AEW and WWE of the lack of really putting not to the stars in position, but also putting the next pieces up to knock them down. Like, okay, for example, when Oba beats Roman Reigns, who is his next people going to be there? Braun? You already beat Braun in the whole thing with Heyman, probably. Who else is going to be that next generation person? Trick Williams? Uh, Carmella Hayes? Who's going to be the person that knocks the monster right there? This is a problem. How can you go back to Cody's reign when the only one who was somewhat of a threat to Kevin Owens, but he lost all the time? Same with Drew. It's the same issue. They haven't set up any monsters or villains for the hero to slay. And if you don't do that, ladies and gentlemen, you have mid-title runs, and people not forget about everything. Forget about, they want to rush these. Don't want to rush the people getting off the championships. You can do long championship runs, but you need to have a foe of villains and heroes. So the heel villain who have championships to have defenses with, and the hero to have, okay, who are you gonna line up for? That's what I think needs to. That's what the WWE and AEW are lacking right now, and the rosters are too damn big to really facilitate that, because sometimes your favorites or some people are going to lose. These are going to be the whole thing. This is going to be the hard stuff. This is going to be the hard part, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be the hard issue coming down in this year, next year, and the year after that, when these old guys are gone. When Roman's gone, Seth is gone, Cody's gone, Punk's gone. Who's going to be the one set up? Same thing with Omega, Young Bucks, Hurt Center. They're like 45 50. Let's see who else. The next people up. Who's the next guys and gals up? Who are they going to step up, and are they setting them up for the future? And these are going to be the questions that are going to be answered in the future. Right now, starting at this moment, in this moment, and everything else, insert the McGillicuddy clip here. But this, I think it will, by December and January. I'm putting that December World's End for AEW and January for the Royal Rumble. These questions have to be answered by both companies. These questions must be answered. If not, you're not going to. You're going to be. You think there's going to be a lull period now? What happens when you have Obafemi fail to get over to the crowd? What happens if Braun Breaker fails? What happens if, let's say, the Jet doesn't connect to the audience? What happens when these young lions that they have both WWE and AEW put up to fail to actually be the next big star? I leave that up to you, man. I leave that up to y'all. Anyway, that's the show, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you like the new format. Hope you like the new stuff. So this is going to be where it is. The lounge is going to be right here. Live every Thursday night here on YouTube and Twitch. And hopefully in the next couple of weeks, I will I'll buy the thing to upgrade the stuff here so I can actually go to another place to stream. Maybe Facebook, maybe I don't know, X. God no, Lord knows. Maybe Threads or maybe Instagram. I don't know. Somewhere that's actually not horrible like Twitter or X or what have you. But who knows? Maybe, maybe not. Anyway, that's it for the show. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks so much for being here. Thank you for sticking with me, Dukect T. And we'll be right back next week. Peace and love. I will see y'all when I see y'all later.